What it is, what it ain't. It's your girl Umbrella, and I am back with another video. Okay, in today's video we are going to be talking about surgery, and of surgery we are going to be talking about plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, whatever you want to call it. That is what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so specifically with cosmetic and plastic surgery, we are going to be talking about the trends in cosmetic surgery from 2010 to now 2020. It is a new year, which means that it is a new decade. It being 2020, it is 10 years, so we're going to talk about the advancement in plastic surgery from 2010 to 2020. Before we get into this topic, I need you guys to like this video. I need you to subscribe because it's going down. If you like real topics, if you like real content, you can get it right here from Ombre Alert. So make sure that you join the alert gang by subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell when you know that I'm going to be uploading another video. Okay, so we're going to get into it. Okay, I was born 1994, so I was young around the 2000 areas, the early 2000s, I want to say, and I started to notice, what was that show called? I used to watch a show on VH1, and it was called My Fabulous Life, and I think that's what it was called. And comment below if y'all used to watch that show too. So I feel like I've always been interested in the entertainment business and what people that are celebrities do with their money, how they spend it. I think I did see like Britney Spears had Starbucks in her house and shit like that. So I always thought that shit was cool. But one thing that they did used to talk about was surgeries too, and like what people were doing to their bodies and how much they were spending. So the first surgery that I started to notice that people would get, and most of the people were like white women, it would be like a nose job. That was the first surgery like I ever heard of, and that was like the early 2000s. So I was kind of confused, like, wow, people really, you can change the way you look to appear to be this perfect person. Like, nobody's perfect. Like, I used to think that all the time. And I'm starting from 2010 specifically because that's when a rise of surgery happened. So the most common surgeries in 2010 were breast lifts, tummy tucks, liposuction, and eyelid surgery. I don't know what the eyelid surgery was for. I don't know. I know that, you know, a lot of Asian women were getting surgery to like open their eyes more, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe it's an eye lift, or don't ask me, y'all. I do know that in the early 2000s there was a trend of being real thin. Okay, like women were very skinny. It was like in trend, in fashion, to be extremely skinny. I feel like black women always have been juicy in the booty area and in the thighs, but black women were skinny too. It was just, I guess, the aesthetic back then, and we can blame that on the fashion industry and magazines. And I'm guilty of that too. I think growing up, all I seen in the magazines was like white women that were really skinny, or yeah, that was it, white women on the magazines that was really skinny, or if there was black women, they would be extremely light skinned, and that was it, or they were extremely dark skinned, like, you know. So it was either one of those options, and there was barely any of those options around. So I feel like we can blame that aesthetic on the fashion industry and the magazines back in the day, because they were talking about, you know, the all-American look, and it was basically white. Okay, so during the 2000s, people were getting their breasts done. Everyone wanted their titties bigger than their head, bigger than their shoulder width. Pamela Anderson was one of those women that had really big breasts, so everybody really wanted really big breasts and a very small frame, a very flat abdomen area. The abs had to be showing, or you had to be really skinny, and I remember like a lot of women in general just making fun of women, I guess, because they were like skinny. I mean, fat. I meant to say fat. There was a lot of fat shaming back in the day as well. A lot of, you can even see that on the clip in Mean Girls when Regina George, she started to gain weight, and then the big girl was like, "Watch where you're going, fat ass," and then the camera like centered on her booty area. Like, no one wanted to have a fat ass back in the day for some reason. It was not aesthetically pleasing to the masses. So so the major engines of surgery back in the day was TV, the fashion industry, and magazines. So fast forwarding to 2020, some of those procedures that happened in the 2010 eras are still prominent today, but the most common surgery today is the butt lift, or the Brazilian butt lift, or any type of butt implants or butt surgery. A lot of people are getting that. I feel like the major difference between then and now is the way that surgeries are done. Like, now you can get non-surgical procedures done, and what that means is that you can get a procedure done without actually having, what it is it's very confusing, but the definition is a procedure that is done without cutting open the body. So you can have like breast, procedures done without cutting open the body. Don't ask me how it's done. I'm not no doctor. But yeah, it's a lot of different evolutions in the way the surgery is being done in today's time. In the year 2020, I can honestly say that social media plays a large role into why surgery has become like normalized. And it's because it's all these filters, and it's all these, it's all these people and celebrities that are influencing plastic surgery. And even them, sometimes I feel like they get plastic surgery done, and they're ashamed of it for some reason. And maybe it's because it clashes with their image, I don't know, but they don't seem to want to talk about it. And I think it's because sometimes people have botched surgery. So something bad happens with the surgery, or the recovery doesn't happen quickly, or there's an infection, or something happens with the breast or the butt or anywhere they get surgery, and they're just ashamed to talk about it. And now it's like so much more like on the internet. The internet is such a prominent engine for surgery and why people get surgery. Now it's people, that's on YouTube that are beauty influencers, and they're getting surgery when they get their check. And they're not, they're regular people to people like me, They're not no celebrity in my eyes. They're just YouTube famous, I guess. And even them, they're not being real. And it's not everybody, but it's some people that's just not being real about surgery and expecting people not to notice. I'm one of those people that I can see that you got some surgery, and once I see that, it just makes me not want to like subscribe to your channel or anything like that, because I'm real. And I'm making this video too to show that cosmetic surgery is not normal. No matter how normalized it gets in society, I just feel like women should appreciate what they have, and they should be more confident and secure with themselves, so that they love their body no matter what. And me, I'm just speaking from my point of view. I am natural. I don't have no surgery. I'm not gonna get no surgery. I'm humble as a motherfucker, okay? Like, I've never seen $20,000, okay, in my entire life. I'm not going to spend $20,000 to get my boobs done. If I had small boobs, I have nice size big boobs, and sometimes they get on my nerves. But what I'm saying is that I have a natural body, and I've never seen $20,000 before. I am not going to spend $20,000 when I get it, because I will get it, okay? I'm not going to spend that money on no damn titties or no booty. Because what is that for? That's just for a look, for your image. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not where it's at, you know? So, the top surgeries in 2020 are the Brazilian butt lift, like I said, vaginal rejuvenation, and fat transfers. So now, from the major difference too between 2010 and 2020 is that having some kind of fat on your body is in trend. It is aesthetically pleasing. People are getting surgeries to remove fat from their body but put it other places so that they can have some sort of a thick form of body. Of course, not everyone is doing it correctly. That's why there's a lot of thighs out there that don't match the ass. You are noticed, by the way. We do notice that your thighs don't match. And my whole thing with that, too, is that people are going to talk about you no matter what you do to your body. And people are going to have an opinion. But one thing you have to do is be real. If you had surgery, be real about that. If somebody asks you, just answer it. Answer the damn question. Don't try to cap now. You done got surgery because something wasn't right in your opinion. You didn't look in the mirror and see how beautiful you was, and that's going to be on you. But I'm just making this video just to really show women that you got to appreciate what you have, and you can always work out and do things to change your body and for the better. I can't imagine sitting on a damn table and getting a mommy makeover, like and that's another thing that's a trend too, is like nowadays, like surgery is more advanced, so you can get multiple surgeries at once, and that is very, very dangerous and life-threatening. I can't imagine like sitting on a table and trusting these doctors to do things to my body on purpose. Like, I just had surgery months ago on when I had my car accident, and that was because it was an accident, and that scared the shit out of me. So I can't imagine, getting on a table and doing some shit to my body on purpose because I don't like my body or there's something I don't like. That's crazy. But I'm finna close out the video. I hope that you guys like this video. I will be doing more videos on surgery and calling out people for their surgeries because I see a trend in young women 21 and under, or 18 to 22 getting surgeries, and you're not letting your body develop. It's something that you're going to regret regardless of how you might feel right afterwards or whatever, or not having it botched or whatever. You're going to feel some type of way. You're going to regret doing that. And especially because, we're getting older. We're going to eventually have kids, or you might have kids already. You don't want to push that narrative to your children that they should go get surgery when they just don't like something about themselves. I just don't agree with that. So I'm finna close out the video for real. I hope you guys really like this topic. I will be flying in, flying out, you know what I'm saying, with more fire content. Now that we have this downtime because of the virus, I want everybody to stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. Make sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe. It's Ombre Alert. You know what it is. See you in the next video. Bye.